here we go.
Okay. Well, I just started re-recording, but I'll pause it real quick. Hold on. That way
All
I just
right. Okay. I'm good.
um all right. So this is the League Sports Talk Show. I am BYL Chill, and this is my co-host here slash co-drafter,
Outside Ted in the house.
Southside
What's up, Weed?
Sage,
Yes, indeed. We got
fellow
plenty of 'em.
Chicago man with a lot to
Oh
draft
man.
today.
Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be exciting. We got the number one pick
That's
and
right. And
the
the number
pick,
9 here.
and number niner. Uh,
Um,
our hope is to get Khalib Williams and Mr. Harrison. So
that is
what?
not going to happen. I don't think so, but we will go ahead and start this mock draft here. We're going to get rolling. This is
All
going to be a
righty.
good mock draft. It's also going to be a great NFL draft. We really don't know who's going to go at what spot here.
Right.
So, besides the fact that we know this is going to happen right here, Sedge is on the clock. Mr.
Mhm.
Chicago Bears, who you going with here? Should I go ahead and click this button and go with
Okay.
Caleb Williams from USC?
That's what they're saying they're gonna do. So I'm still kind of jilted because they got rid of my guy. But I'm gonna have to go with him. I gotta go with Khalib right now. Justin's gone, so I gotta go with him. Uh, but see that some people are saying they may go with the guy from LSU, but I don't think so. I think they've gone too far to turn around.
That I think so too. And so we put Caleb Williams on the board there at number 1.
Okay.
If Sedge had his way, he would draft Justin Fields with the number 1 pick again.
There you go, Justin Fields again. Some tells me he's going to end up somehow coming back to the Bears, but that's just my wishful thinking. But yeah,
as just
I'm
as
gonna leave
Caleb
that
Williams
alone,
backup
man. I'm
here.
gonna leave it alone.
All
But
right,
yeah,
number 2 here, we've got
some
Washington
people are saying
Commanders.
that he's not that good though,
Woo.
huh?
I said I know some people don't think he's that good. So he'll probably be coming back to Chicago if he does to be a backup for Caleb Williams. So, um, that would be my only scenario I see him returning. Just being honest
Okay,
with you there. But
okay,
we're moving forward here to the number 2 overall pick. We've got the
all right.
Washington Commanders on the board, and I'm thinking they go Jaden Daniels there. I know we've heard rumors of Drake May,
Right.
but I think his feet are too slow for them to take him there, the number 2 overall pick there in the pocket. I think
Right.
I think we're rolling with Jaden Daniels there, the Heisman winner.
All
Um,
right.
and maybe they get the reincarnation and the non-hurt version of RG3. So let's go with Jaden Daniels with the number 2 overall pick.
All righty.
Now we're at number
Jaden
3.
Daniels.
The Patriots are on the board. Who are they going with? Are they taking a QB? Are they trading down with somebody? Or are they going with Marvin Harrison, the best wide receiver there? Are they going with Drake May, JJ McCarthy? Probably Marvin or trading down there. So
Hey, I
let's take a
said this
look.
during the game. I said this during the game 2 weeks ago. I think they go with another another Michigan quarterback.
All right.
I say they go with JJ and to shore up that QB position. And hey, look what happened the last time. Can they got a guy that is the goat? Do is could he be another goat?
I don't think so, but we will see there. At number 3, JJ McCarthy from Michigan is going to the Patriots. Uh,
Okay.
Sanchez, Tom Brady reincarnated. Can they do it again? They're running it back here with the Michigan man. Is he made like Tom Brady? They will see. So we're rolling with JJ McCarthy
We will
staying in
see.
that Northeast quadrant, going to New England. Now we're moving on here. Number 4
Mhm.
overall pick. We've got the Arizona
Okay.
can't play football Cardinals here. The one wing Cardinals. What are they looking at doing? I think this is probably the most obvious pick here. I feel like they are going to take either Marvin Harrison or I could see them trading down and possibly trading down with a team like the Vikings at 11. Uh,
Yeah, but uh, the mocks I saw, they went with uh, they went with Drake May,
Not to the Cardinals. They have Kyler Murray.
and like I said, the ones that I
Yeah,
saw, they okay. But did they re-sign him? Did they re-sign him?
he is stuck there with it, the amount of money he's getting paid.
Okay, okay, so it's not him.
He's
You're
got the
right.
biggest Call of
That's
Duty
what
shares
they
I've
said.
ever seen.
That's who they said. They said they get Harrison,
Yeah,
and the other one said that they go with Harrison. So
I
I
mean,
believe that's all right.
I think they go with Harrison or Alt. Alt could protect a little Kyler back there in the pocket, but
Okay,
I think that ultimately they lean towards a playmaker who is a freaking monster there. And
right.
you get that guy, you lost Marquise Brown, you sent away Rondale Moore. Their wide
Yes.
receiver room um, looks like the YMCA rec team over here in Nashville. So
You think we suiting up in there? You think they gonna suit us
uh,
up?
I think we would break your ankles, but I'm gonna go with Marvin Harrison here at number 4. That to me seems like a great pick there. I think Starvin Marvin, he might need to add a little weight there so he can stop getting injured, but Starvin Marvin Harrison at number
Yes,
4.
he's gonna need it. Yeah, he's
Uh,
gonna need it. And then, oh, you got the Chargers. Ha ha
yeah,
ha ha. They just what happened
everybody
to them? There's the
saying
people.
neighbors.
What happened to those guys? What
Uh,
happened to the Chargers?
I already told you about this during the entire NFL season. Their head coach
That's right.
has something wrong with him. He's Brandon Staley is one of
Yeah,
the worst coaches I think known to
you
man,
said it. You
and
said you couldn't
also
stand it.
a high candidate for punchable face list there as well.
Oh, speaking of punchable face,
Uh,
did you see where punchable face has just landed today?
the
Punchable
Broncos,
face. Josh.
yeah, you talking about Zach Wilson?
Zach. I'm sorry. Zach.
Yeah,
You see where he
he looks
landed.
like a Josh too, but
Man.
Zach is heading to Denver, where he will be the
Yeah.
second, third string in Cup by preseason time.
His face. That
I,
face, man.
after his second preseason game of going 6 for 23 for 107 yards and 3 picks, I think he might be cut. But
Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
yeah, good for him. That motherfucker is really on one. Uh,
Okay. Very colorful with the words there, sir.
you know why I say that too? It's actually a pun for him because
Really?
he loves him some moms. If you look into his history there, so uh,
Oh my goodness.
Zachary Babyface Punchable Wilson. Here on the podcast where we're not going live into the radio, we can say that. But
Well, how
uh,
about we were gonna record it so we can put it on the Facebook and put it on our website.
well, if you made it this far, then you deserve to hear the part of Zach Wilson and that part there. So here we go. Sorry for that, but we're gonna keep rolling here. Number 5,
Okay.
the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers. Jim Harbaugh, to me,
Mm-hmm.
everybody has to go Malik Neighbors. I see that as a possibility. I could see him going Roma Dunze.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but to me, this seems like a sneaky time for him to either trade back for somebody that needs a quarterback or take Joe Alt here. Uh,
Yeah, you know what? I forgot that that's where he's gone is to the Chargers.
yep. So
So could
they
he may have wanted JJ?
well probably, but probably not because he has a 10 times better quarterback in Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right. That's just very true. That's true.
to me,
Okay.
the
So it's
problem
fine.
is he's been Justin Herbert. because their line cannot protect. And I know everybody has them slotted to take over wide receiver because they did lose Mike Williams and Keenan Allen this offseason. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like a Jim Harbaugh pick here to take Joe Alt there at offensive lineman. What do you think? You think they go offensive tackle or wide receiver there? They need both, but um, probably more of a need so here. But Jim Harbaugh, he's the type of guy that likes to run the football. So
You say he's going with the lineman?
I don't know. What do you think? You're at number 5 there. I'm at 6.
I'm going to say they go with uh, well, Malik. I think that that's a quarterback, right? Malik is a quarterback, right?
Malik's the wide receiver there. He's from
Oh, Malik.
LSU.
I think they go with Malik.
Malik Neighbors. Okay.
I
Malik.
think okay, because they've lost Keenan to the Bears,
Mm-hmm.
so they need that they're gonna have to shore up. They lost Keenan and the other receiver. They're gonna need receivers. I think they go with I think they go with neighbors.
With Neighbors.
That's my prediction. They go with neighbors. I don't know why. Can I make this bigger anyway? I can't. I
Um,
can't make this bigger on my screen.
what is look up the player big board?
The
Uh,
who?
just look up the NFL draft big board so you can have an idea of all these
Oh,
of your list
okay.
going
Yeah,
there.
I got you. Right. There we go.
Um,
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
so here
Mhm.
we're at 6 with the Giants.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
New York Football Giants. They were terrible last year. Daniel Jones, Danny Pennies, as I like to call him, as you know, he's terrible at football
Mhm.
there as a quarterback. They have no wide receivers. Who do you think they go with here at the number 6 pick? You think they go Drake
Okay.
May, who's highly touted, or do you think they go Roma Dunze, who's a really great wide receiver prospect?
That's the guy I think they go with. Omaduje.
Okay. So
Omaduje, isn't he from Oregon?
he's from Washington,
Washington. Okay, I knew he was out on the West Coast. I was
right,
pretty
right West Coast area. uh,
West Coast.
number
Yeah.
number 7 here, we got the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Our
Well,
squad, they're not going quarterback because we
no.
have the future apparently. Um, Here everybody's saying we would go offensive tackle, and I think in this scenario, especially with 3 wide receivers going back to back to back, there,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they definitely uh, lean towards taking an offensive tackle there. And to me, the guy is clearly Joe Alt. We've interviewed a couple former Titans this weekend. That seems to be the unanimous opinion. It's
Yes.
boring as hell, but we'll do it. We'll go Joe Alt
Hey, if
here.
Brad Hopkins says it, I'm with it.
Yeah,
I think he's our inside track with the NFL.
that's
Yeah.
right. So him and Derek Mason are leaning Joe Alt. I think we'll lean Joe Alt as well. I mean the Titans uh could not stop that pass rush from anybody last year. So we'll go Joe Alt there. Seems to be a
Mm-hmm.
easy fit. That seems too easy to be true. So maybe
Yeah.
Joe Alt will go a little higher and
Mm-hmm.
something crazy will happen. But right now, we'll slate Joe Alt into that number 7 overall pick there for the Titans. They shore up the offensive line, and now it's
Mm-hmm.
looking promising there. We're at number 8, staying in the Southeast here, going with the ATL Falcons. Um, there's been rumors that they take this fellow right here, which is Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback from Washington. Uh, I don't think they do that because I feel like they maybe think they can win now. They really do need edge rusher help. And to me, who I think is the cleanest prospect there on the board, he's
Mm-hmm.
probably the highest uh ceiling there in Latu, but I think Dallas Turner from Alabama is the most certified edge rusher there. So I think that's who they take, and we'll go Dallas Turner at the number 8 spot. They need edge help bad.
Okay. Okay.
So number
Uh,
9, you're back up on the board. All those wide receivers you so coveted there as that Bears fan, they're gone there at number 9. Um, unless you kind of want to reach on a wide receiver there, who are you taking there with that number 9 pick? You're the Bears fan. You're back on the clock. What do you guys need?
let's see. I'm looking at. Let's see who's there. Who's left? Uh, hmm. You know, we're a defensive minded team, but you said that Atlanta's going to take Dallas Turner, right?
Yeah, so they just took Dallas Turner. He's off the board. So
He's
your
off
top
the
edge
board.
rusher is gone.
Okay, well, I think we still want to shore up that line. I say Jared Versay
Okay.
from Florida State.
As I like to call him, Jared Verse. But I don't know what
Come
his
on,
name is, honestly. But
man.
the man's a beast from what I've done my research on. I think that's a solid pick for you guys, and I could actually see that happening, even if Dallas Turner doesn't go there at 8. But I think once they sense that the edge rushers are coming off the board, that'd be a good pick for them. But we're here at 10, and see, this is a tough one for me. Um, the Jets do have a solid amount of needs, but I think this one is just too easy for me to not take there. Um, I think if he is available, let's see. This one's hard for me because I'm basically pondering between two players as a Jets guy here if I'm the Jets GM. Uh, one, of course, is that offensive tackle need because Aaron Rodgers played, I think, a total of like 8 seconds last year.
Hmm.
Because he got murdered there very quickly. Um,
Hmm.
but the other option there is do you get him the weapon? Uh, do you get him Brock Bowers? So um, that's kind of what's up in the air there. I think
Hmm.
um, to me, the only way they ensure that he doesn't get killed next year
Hmm.
uh, is they take their type of offensive tackle prospect. And to me, that's this guy right here. So this
Yeah.
is not a pick I've been seeing universally done, but I'm taking Olu Fashanu for the
Okay.
Jets here as an offensive tackle.
I'm
And I
with
think
you.
they can slide Vera Tucker across the board there, do whatever they need to do. But I think Olu there at number 10,
Hmm.
protecting Aaron Rodgers is that priority there. So I know they signed Tyron Smith, but getting a young guy to learn underneath Tyron Smith is not a bad thing either. And they kind of project the same way. So to me, that's a solid pick there at number 10, even though they're widely expected to go Brock Bowers there.
Okay. 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 And next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings. I
They
say, I say that they need something on the defensive line. I think they take an edge rusher. I'm saying the Latu.
All right, let's think about this though, because if you're the Vikings and you traded up for this spot here, I'd be surprised if they didn't trade up to get a quarterback. They're sitting there at 11 and Drake May's there. I don't know if they pass him up. Do you think they would pass him up?
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Well,
I know that's hard to see, but Drake
you
May
know
there,
what? Who's they don't have a quarterback, right?
no, they don't. There's Drake May and Michael Penix and Bo Nix available in terms of quarterbacks.
I say they go
Uh,
with Drake May.
I I do think Drake May there is what they would do if you could end up falling to him at 11, that
Hmm.
would be huge for them. But I could
Hmm.
also see another team trading up to get him.
Hmm. 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 Yeah, I
There.
see that too. I see that too.
Um,
Um,
here at
next,
12, do you think the Broncos would go quarterback here? Do you think they would take Penix or Bo Nix, or do you think that they would go um, with either like a Brock Bowers or Letu Letu? I think that could be a solid fit for them as well.
yes, it would be. It would be. Yeah, give them. Well, yeah, that defense has to be shored up. I mean, and they need somebody to really get at the quarterback. So you're right. Let's go with Lehu.
Yeah, I know that's a hard name to pronounce there. That's going to be one one we hope we don't.
Lehu. Leaky
Um,
Lehu.
I-
That's how it is.
Aloha Letu to the Denver Broncos. There he goes. And the Denver Broncos fans will be pissed because they wanted a quarterback. But for them, they get the best player on the board. If he was
Boy.
completely healthy, I think he could be a top 5, top 10 pick. So for them, that could be a steal there, number 12.
But
But
at quarterback, who do Denver have now?
nobody.
Okay,
Zach
well they
Wilson.
do. They got your guy, punchable face.
Yeah. Honestly, I could see them waiting though. Like they seem like the type to take a later round quarterback uh and
Hmm.
kind of roll with it for a year. I mean, Sean Payton's locked into a long-term contract.
Hmm.
I think he
Hmm.
can wait and shore up his team if he wants for a year and maybe find his way into the top 5 next year without having to give up all his assets.
Hmm.
And to me, that could be a good spot for them just to take the best player they see available there on the board. But here at 13, the Raiders, they don't need Brock Bowers. They have a great young rookie tight end. They have a lot of needs across the board, though.
Hmm.
Um, to me, quarterback has to be in play there too. Are you going to roll into this year with Aiden O'Connell holding down the fort again? Um, he's garbage. So,
Hmm.
uh, to me, I think this is a very interesting spot here for Michael Penix to land. But I don't think that happens yet. I think the Raiders are at 13. Um,
Okay.
I, I think they need a cornerback real bad, and I think they go Terry on Arnold. What do you think about that?
Okay. I think so.
Actually, you know what? I think Mitchell is more their type of player there, and he
Hmm.
seems to be a high riser. So let's go Mitchell there at 13.
Okay.
They
Okay.
take a corner.
Okay. All right. I'm with you on that. I don't
So
went
we,
back to the background, so
oh yeah, we're starting to see too a little bit of run here for us on defensive players, and we don't see this in a lot of mock drafts right now. But it
okay.
always happens. It always happens. Everybody thinks the wide receivers and quarterbacks are going to be the only people to go. Right here, we see them starting to slide there. So at 14, uh, you got Derek Carr and the Saints here. They lost an edge rusher, so they need an edge rusher. They
Okay.
need a variety of players, but um, do you think that there's any chance that they look at this and go, "Hey, we want Brock Bowers"? They have Taysom
uh,
Hill. They have Taysom Hill, so I don't know if they do that. But
uh, right. But hey, man, another. I think they might do it. I think they might do it. I'm gonna say they go with break with Mr. Bowers.
you think they would go with Bowers, or do you think they would go with an offensive tackle here? That
I
that
think
to
they
me
go
is the
with
question.
Bowers. I
I
think they
think
go with Bowers, man. For some reason I'm feeling that. Let's try him with Bowers.
I like that. I think for them to have Taysom Hill and Bowers, it provides a strength on the team there. And I don't think they would let a weapon that cold fall past them. They tend to draft well, so we'll go with Bowers there at 14. We're sitting here with the Colts here at 15. They have a variety of team needs too. They could use wide receiver. They could
Okay.
use corner potentially there.
Hmm.
Um, let's see who Bucky has him here. Bucky's a pretty trustworthy source. He hasn't gone wide receiver there. I
Okay.
could see him going wide receiver, but with the opposite pick that he has. So he has him going with um, Malik Neighbors falling in the draft, and I think they take Brian Thomas instead, his teammate. So we'll
Okay.
go with Brian Thomas slotted there
I like that pick. I like the pick. I'll go with it with you.
to the Colts. I think they need that.
That
Um,
Brian Thomas, LSU wide receiver. Okay.
yeah.
I'm with you. Junior. Yeah. I'm with
Here at 16, we see Seattle. Bucky Brooks, NFL analyst, he has him
you.
going uh, here with a defensive tackle there and Byron Murphy. And I think Byron Murphy is starting to get to the area where he would be drafted. But let me propose something to you here, Sedge.
Mhm.
Is this not a perfect landing spot for this guy, Michael Penix, coming from Washington, right around the
Mhm.
area? He could
Yeah.
stay in Washington, and
Mhm.
Geno Smith is the guy he's learning from. With
Oh
Geno
man.
Smith being a pretty good comp for him. I have him to the left-handed West Coast Jameis Winston, but
Mhm.
if he can learn from Geno Smith, maybe he can learn those kind of decision habits there. I think that Michael Penix that just makes too much sense. I have to take Michael Penix there for the Seahawks.
Gino is a solid quarterback, and I think he could really teach a young quarterback a lot, and I think and he will be an excellent backup for Gino. So yeah, that makes sense. I say that I think that they go that way too.
To me, that makes too much sense, and that's a
It does.
perfect fit for him to go there and learn.
It really
Um,
does.
that to me. So we're at the halfway point here in the
Hmm.
draft. And I'll give you a few comps here for my top quarterbacks. So, my top quarterbacks in the draft, we've got Caleb Williams at one, and
Okay.
my pro comp for him is the Diva Donovan McNabb. I
Mhm.
love that comp a little too much. Jaden Daniels here. I think he's Justin Fields with a better arm and can actually scan the field. So, um, for you, Sedge, Jaden Daniels might be your guy there in Chicago if you want a better Justin Fields who can actually scan the fields. Um, that's my comp for him. For Drake May, I didn't put this here and I forgot to, but I was gonna say a even slower footed in the pocket Justin Herbert, but faster in open field Justin Herbert. I
Mhm.
think he comps to Justin Herbert a lot, but he could also comp his way straight out of the league here in a little bit. He's kind of risky, but he's still, I guess, my quarterback number three here. He's kind of
Okay.
tied for three here with Penix. I think Michael Penix Jr. is the left-handed West Coast Jameis Winston. He
Hmm.
freestyled his team's way back from the game versus Oregon. That
Hmm.
was some Jameis Winston shit, and I loved it.
Hmm.
Uh, Bo Nix here, I said he's the Garden Minshew who's good at football. So just a better version of Garden Minshew to me in my opinion. JJ McCarthy there, who we had slotted at three, I think he's going to be overdrafted. But we're saying I'm saying he's a Mac Jones infused with Carson Palmer. Uh,
Okay.
that's my comp for him. And then my final comp here is for Spencer Rattler out of South Carolina.
Okay.
And really kind of fell in love with his film, and I can't tell if he's going to be that good or not. But to me, he comps to a Malik Willis mixed with Brett Favre. So take that as you will. I think he could be really good, or he could be uh, on his way out of the league here in a couple years. So that's the intermission there. We're at pick 17 with the
Right.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Uh,
Hmm.
I
What do
feel
they need?
they need corner. They need corner bad.
Yeah. Yeah. We just
So
passed on. I thought that corner. Let me see this guy. It was.
Terrion Arnold.
Yes. 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 That's the guy. That's the guy. Let me make
I
sure
think that's
that's
a
it.
perfect fit for them. So we'll go with Terry on there to the Jags.
Yeah.
Um, they need
Hmm.
cornerback help there, especially when the Titans just added Calvin Ridley and the Texans just added Stephon Diggs. That wide receiver room here in the AFC South is getting better. And in our mock draft, the Colts added a wide receiver too. So they needed to pick up a corner to cover all those wide receivers. We go with the Jags taking Terry on Arnold
Hmm.
there out of Bama. Now, if you're the Bengals here, um, I feel like they desperately wanted Brock Bowers to fall to that position, in my opinion. But it's looking like they're going to end up trading T. Higgins because he's just requested a trade, and then Trey Hendrickson on the defensive edge
Hmm.
there has also requested a trade or threatened to retire if he doesn't get paid. So for me, they're looking at edge rush or wide receiver there to replace those holes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to me, um, I could see them going Byron Murphy there. I know he's more of an inside guy, but Chop Robinson, or maybe here, I think a surprise pick they could go with would be Cooper DeJean here out of Iowa. And he's listed here as a safety, but he's actually a cornerback
Yeah.
from Iowa. And the
Mm-hmm.
white boys got moves. I'm gonna go with they reach up a little bit here, but they get a playmaker there in that defensive core here, and they go with another corner here. And here comes the start on those corners. So they go with Cooper DeJean there to the Bengals. So that's gonna be my pick for them. Now we're on to the
I
Rams.
had Cooper as well.
You like Cooper?
Yeah, I had them going with Cooper. I was waiting for you. I didn't think he was going to talk about another cornerback, but I was going to. That was my guy. I was okay. Let's see. Up next, we've got
The Rams.
LA Rams. They need everything. No,
You know who
they
they
got.
lost last year though?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He just retired, Aaron Donald. That's a big hole to fill, literally.
Yes. So I say they go with Jerzon Newton.
I love that pick. And I know a lot of people are going Byron Murphy, but I think Newton
Mm-hmm,
is more their style of player there. So we'll go with Newton
mm-hmm.
uh,
Out of Illinois.
out of
Go
Illinois there.
fight. Yes.
Johnny Newton on this mock draft. Um, and here at 20, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. To me,
Mm-hmm.
I think here is a perfect time for them to go O line, and a guy that fits perfectly into their O line mold here to
Tyler.
me is going to be no, I'm taking JC Latham from Alabama.
Okay. I was
I
gonna
think he's
say
a beast on the line. They love to
I
run the
would
football
say
typically.
Tyler Guyton
Okay,
out of
yeah.
Oklahoma.
See, I like that pick too. And he'll probably come
Mm-hmm,
up here soon. Here we
mm-hmm,
got the Dolphins though. Let's see what people have the Dolphins taking here.
mm-hmm,
Um, they've got a variety of team needs. They've got them taking inside offensive lineman here with Jackson Powers Johnson. They have them taking
mm-hmm,
Johnny Newton there. So um, I think I think they could go um, with with Byron Murphy there. What do you think about him falling this far? Do you think he could go there?
I think he could. I think he could. Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's a good practical pick. Yeah, I would say yeah, yeah.
I like that
Um,
one.
um, okay. Next up, did you put him there?
Philadelphia
Okay, it's
Eagles.
the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles. What's the need? What's the need for Philly?
Let's see here. So they have them taking a corner there. They definitely need secondary help. They also need
Hmm.
offensive tackle help potentially with some potential people leaving in free
So
agency.
let's go with the possible. If they went with cornerback, I think they go with the coolest name you can come up with in football.
That would be a better type of pick there. Kool-Aid,
Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's a funny
uh, Sedge
McKinstry.
is busting through the door there, but I think he is honestly from the film I've watched too. He is an absolute playmaker, and he
Mm-hmm.
fits right into that Eagle style of defense there. Um, I think Kool-Aid McKinstry, that's a surprise pick that you haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen mocked a lot, but I actually do like that pick to the Eagles there, and could see them go in that direction. Um, here at 23, we've got the Vikings. They took Drake May in our mock draft earlier.
Okay.
So they've got their quarterback. Um, they have a lot of team needs outside of that. So, um, hmm,
So they may need some linebacker help. I say
uh,
they go with Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker out of Texas A&M.
okay. Yeah, they need a lot. they need a lot of everything. So let me see if I can find old Edrin here. Uh, that is a surprise pick that he's been rising up draft boards though. I think I was looking at his odds earlier, and he's like plus 500 to get drafted in the first round. But I could see him going in the first round. We always see one of these linebackers that
Hmm.
nobody thinks
Hmm.
is going to go early, go a little earlier. Uh,
He goes by need, team need, man. A
yeah,
lot of
and
teams need a good linebacker. Yeah.
he's got high athleticism. I could definitely see that happening here.
Hmm.
I think for the Cowboys, their backup, they definitely need to replace that offensive tackle spot there.
Hmm.
They lost Tyron Smith there. To me, I don't see Tyrese Fagala there, uh, and I believe I pronounced that right. I don't see him falling down any of these mock drafts there too far. So I think if he did fall there, the Cowboys would be jumping out of their seats to draft this guy, and they take offensive tackle Fuaga.
All right. All right. That's a good, solid pick. Okay. Next up, I'll let you do them. The Green Bay Packers, the packing
Green Bay
guys.
Packers. Shoot, yeah. Yeah, Sedge will never do anything positive for the Green Bay Packers, so I will
Yep.
take over this pick here. Yes, they need cornerback help. Just love to see what other people who I
Hmm.
trust in the world are thinking. Yeah, they do need offensive tackle too. They lost their offensive tackle Bacchiardi.
Hmm.
Um, and to me, this seems like a guy that would take that position for him. He's nasty, just like David was. And so the Green Bay Packers send him back in and pick up
Hmm.
old Troy here, offensive tackle to protect from your Jared Verse pick there at number 9. Um,
Okay.
Now here we fly on over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Hmm.
Uh, what do you think they need? Like you've watched the Buccaneers play enough football here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see. From last year, uh, the line was pretty solid.
mhm.
Uh, they need to be able to score points. They need
Yeah,
to score points. So I'm gonna say they need some help on the offense. I'm gonna say they go with Xavier Worthy out of Texas.
I like that pick, and also for their system, I feel like
Mhm.
he's a better version of Chris Godwin to them when he comes immediately into Tampa Bay. Pushing Chris
Mhm.
Godwin to your number 3
Mhm.
there, that's a really nice move. Xavier Worthy, there is a dynamic
Mhm.
playmaker, and he comes off the board here at 26 um, to Tampa Bay. I
Mhm.
like that. So we've got the Cardinals back on the board with their first round pick. Um, they took a wide receiver there with Marvin Harrison, and at this and all the mock drafts I see too, they need offensive line help. I know what everybody says, but Kyler Murray has gotten killed over the last couple of years, and
Yes.
for me, the pick to go with here is going to be Tyler Guyton. He's got athleticism. He's also got a more refined skill set to me than Mims does. And so for me, I'm going with Guyton there, who he stays closest to Arizona there, and he comes from Oklahoma to be Arizona Cardinal and protect old Tyler to Kyler action there. So Tyler Guyton is off the board there at 27. We
Mhm.
got the Buffalo Bills at 28. They have lost Stephon Diggs and really haven't
Okay.
really replaced him with anybody. Do you think they go wide receiver here?
Yeah, I think they go with Lad McConkey
Oh,
out
that
of
would
Georgia.
be interesting there. But you've seen them try to sign those little slot wide receiver guys
Yeah.
over here. And Lad is better than people think. That man is shifty. He could be
Hmm.
Cooper Kupp level good there. And I'll give you my comp for him in a minute. But we've got the Detroit Lions, your other favorite football team here.
Uh,
They're up. People have them going edge rusher. I think they're pretty all right on edge rusher.
really?
Um, they just signed Amon-Ra St. Brown, if you didn't see a little while ago, um, to a
Oh,
to the biggest deal in history there. So um,
they signed him. They re-signed him.
for 4 years, $120 million, something like that.
They didn't throw the ball to him, but okay, re-sign him.
Yeah, re-sign him. All right,
He
why
did.
not?
They couldn't get the ball to him, so yeah,
Mhm.
hey, that's good for Bears. Okay, so let's see. Okay, up next. Okay, so
So
okay, we didn't pick
we've
yet.
got the Lions here. Um, I think to me, um, drafting a guy like Chop Robinson here, who I think would be a steal at this position. I know I said they don't really necessarily need it, but
Hmm.
making that a strength on the team there. If they go Chop Robinson and they have him and Aiden O'Connell up there,
Okay,
that D line is going to be really hard to stop there. So I'm going to go with Chop there at 29. And then we're pulling up the Baltimore Ravens here. Um, what do you think they do with that
okay,
30? They need a lot. Well, not really,
they
but
really do.
they really need
Okay,
a wide
let's.
receiver. They need an edge guy. Um, they need an offensive tackle up
Okay,
there.
well, I was gonna say the offense. If they went offensive tackle, I was gonna say Jackson Powers from Oregon.
So he's a center. Let's make sure the Ravens need inside offensive line help here. Um, see Ravens team needs. If you're ever trying to do a mock draft, this is always a help too. Just looking
Yeah.
up starting caliber card. So um, you might be spot on there.
Hmm.
Uh, with that, I believe that that would be a solid pick there for the Ravens. Getting Jackson Powers. That seems like a Ravens pick there, though. You've watched a million
Hmm.
Ravens
Hmm.
draft. Um,
Sounds good. Yeah.
yeah, and they would be dominant there on that O line. Um,
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
there, we got the 49ers back up.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Yeah. 49ers. They need help. They need some help. So,
and
uh,
it depends a lot what they're doing too, because if they're keeping Brandon Ayuk,
mhm,
then that's one thing. But if they are trading him, then they're going to need that wide receiver help.
mhm.
But they definitely need offensive line help. Uh,
Yes.
they need cornerback help. Their secondary was one of the worst secondaries in the league last year. And then also they're just random. So you sometimes you just never know what the hell the 49ers are going to do. Um,
Yeah, they are very particular.
there,
But
I feel
I
like
say
what do you think?
I say they go with cornerback Nate Wiggins,
Yeah, that's what I
Clemson.
was thinking.
Hmm.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I was thinking, you know what? That that to me is a no-brainer there. If that's the way this looks for the 49ers here,
Hmm.
their secondary was so bad last year.
Yeah.
Um, but here we got the final pick of the League Sports Talk Show NFL mock draft. The Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs. They added Marquise Hollywood Brown.
Hmm.
Um, they might have lost Rasheed Rice as he ran away from the crime scene there. Uh,
Yeah.
but to
Yeah.
me, to me too, I think there's two different options there. I think they go with either D line, best available, uh, or or O line there or wide receiver. So they seem like the type of team there to draft a wide receiver. Um,
Hmm.
they just added a speed demon there, and Marquise Hollywood Brown. And I think
Hmm.
adding Adonai Mitchell here would be deadly. But another wide receiver here, and I don't see him up here so high. Looking for him. Let's see. And this
How
is gonna
about
be my
Ricky Pearsall, Florida?
nope. I'm gonna tell you who I'm going with here. This is
Okay.
one of my favorite picks here, and I think he's a perfect fit for the Chiefs here. Uh, I'm gonna go with Troy Franklin here out of Oregon. And I'll
Okay.
tell you why here when I slide over here. So to me, he comps to a taller Deshaun Jackson, which if we're looking at to fit that um, role to replace Tyreek Hill, I feel like he could do that and run those type of routes. Um, and I think him and having Marquise Brown on the field, they're not going to be able to stop that deep pass if that's somebody they add. I could also see them going Legate here, but to me, I got Marvin Harrison Jr. here, comped as a better AJ Green. He's my number one
Xavier
wide
McGay.
receiver.
Yeah, I like Xavier McGay. I like
Yep.
him going to him.
You like him going to 32 there?
Yep.
Unfortunately, it looks like we have our full results here. As I click that button. Um, I wish I could still see it. I don't know where it is. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Full mock draft results. So
Oh,
that's what we're looking at here. We had Caleb Williams, all these fantastic picks here. This is not what you see on online typically, but I could see the draft actually kind of playing out like this. Um,
that's pretty good. I mean,
that's no trades
I
either. So
like it, man.
you could
Okay.
always see some trades coming through, but I think this right here to me
Mm-hmm.
is a solid mock draft there.
Mm-hmm.
I like your comeback here with some of these picks here in the later first round. I feel like this is really possible here with the Eagles going Kool-Aid, them going Johnny Newton there, Adrian Cooper. I could see all these different ones happening here throughout the draft. Lad McConkey seems to be a perfect fit there for the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and same with Jackson Powers there. You snapped on the back half of the draft here. I love it. Again, we have no idea what's
No
going to happen.
idea whatsoever, but
No idea. But it's always fun to predict here. And we actually
yeah,
have a full thing here. So we'll recap on Saturday on the League Sports Talk Show Radio Live on how our first round mock draft panned out to there. And then we'll also have reactions and views to this Thursday mock draft. We might even go live tomorrow, Sage. I feel like we might have to go live tomorrow for some portion of the draft
yeah.
here.
I think we're going. Yes, I think we're going to have to. I think we're going to have to, and we'll come in after. Well, we could do the top 20 after the top 20, or you want to come in during the top 20, whichever you want to do.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Yeah, we could do like at a little halfway breaking point here when all the exciting players have gone. Uh,
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, because we need to talk about those five.
mhm.
That five, and of course, by that time, my Bears would have done their pick. So very exciting stuff. So
So
yeah,
we
man.
had we had one, two, three, four quarterbacks go in the first round.
Mhm.
Uh, we had one, two, three. Let's see, four, five, six, seven wide receivers going in the first round.
Mm, mm.
That's a lot.
Hey, you know, uh, offense is what sells tickets.
Yep, but we also had a good variety here. We had edge rushers, we had cornerbacks go, we had a linebacker go, we had
Yeah,
offensive tackle go. We had everybody on the chart there go.
we had everybody in the mix, so we wasn't biased. We're pretty open. So I think a lot of this is going to come true. I think we made some dynamite picks.
Yeah, I mean, every mock draft you see, it's just wide receiver, cornerback, wide receiver, wide receiver,
Right, right.
quarterback.
That's all. See, with the mix up that we did, I think it's going to be more realistic.
I think so too, and we'll see how that pans out. When some of these hit, we're gonna feel like geniuses, and when the
I
other,
know, if some don't, we're going to feel like some idiots.
when 29 of the 32 don't hit, we're
But
gonna feel like
that's a
idiots.
part.
So We might have the first two right. We don't even know that. Um,
Yeah, pretty much those first two has to be. But it would really surprise me because Pools is a weird guy. I don't know. You know, right up to the end, the way he did Justin. Hey, he could go to sleep and wake up after eating a heavy meal and change everything, man. And be like, I think we should go a different direction. But we'll see. Well, we know he's going quarterback. They're going to go quarterback regardless. So,
he's
but
going.
will it be Caleb? Will it be
If he
Caleb?
walks up there and hands in Justin Fields, I will lose my, what, dude. That would be
Yeah.
insane if he walks up there,
Uh,
and puts in Justin Fields. I don't think he could make it out of Chicago in a night. Um, if he walked in there and put in Jaden
no, they
instead
are
of
so.
Caleb.
Ooh, even the Justin Field fans, they tired of the roller coaster. They would kill him just for that. Uh, they tired of it, man.
How about if he walks up there and puts in Drake May name?
Oh no, he's not going to please Drake May. Another Trubinsky, not going to. Oh yeah, he'll put it in, and then you see he'll put his coat on and pick up his bags because he know he's out of there. He's out. They won't let man. He's fired. So
As a fan of the Bears, though, honest reaction if they walked up there and they put in the name of Marvin Harrison Jr., how would you feel?
actually, I I I love it, but still, okay. Our quarterback is going to
Why the hell
be
did you trade Justin Fields if that's the case? Yeah.
right. I mean, so who's going to be our quarterback? Who's going? Okay, so if they did that, what is his name? Boehner. Boehner's our quarterback, the rookie from last year. Badgett. Badgett is our quarterback.
Oh God. All right. Enough of that. That's not happening. They're going Caleb Williams. Here at
Yeah.
7, here too. I didn't know you could do that, but that's what you needed right there. Click on these. But this right here, Joe Alt here at 7. Let
Can I click
let's
on this stuff?
let they tells you what they were here. But let's say Joe Alt, they've got him listed at 6'8", 321 pounds. Jeez.
Mm, man.
Let's say Joe Alt is not there at 7 and he's taken by the Chargers at 5.
Okay.
Um, you're the Titans here on the clock. What do you do here? Do you go with just the best other offensive tackle and say, okay, fine, I'll go offensive tackle? Or do you say, you know what? Since you don't want to take one of these star wide receivers, I will.
No, I say we need someone to protect that blind side. We need someone to protect that blind side because even you know what's his face Levis is not that sure of foot. We need somebody that's because he gonna get murdered coming. Somebody gonna come off that
Yeah.
left side, man.
It,
He's not gonna see him. He's a giant target.
so
Giant.
my option number one would be to take Marvin Harrison there. If Joe Alt's gone and Marvin Harrison hypothetically is there, that would be great. But if not, then I'm looking immediately to trade down.
You
Screw that.
got
I don't want to
Hopkins
reach
already.
on any of these offensive
Got
tackle
Hopkins.
guys.
You got Hopkins already. You got the second year guy, and then you got somebody else. Then they get a free agent receiver. Who else? Is somebody else big?
If not, then I'm picking up the phone here at 7 here and I'm saying, hey Vikings, hey Broncos, hey Raiders, maybe even hey Saints. Do you guys want to come up here and get yourself a quarterback, or do you want to sit there and lose them? Well, if you want to come get them, come up here to 7 and I'll trade down with
Okay.
you. And then at 11, 12, 13, I'll take an offensive lineman. But none of these other offensive linemen to me are worth taking there at number 7. At number 7, to me, these right here, you got Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors, Adunze. All to me, there's a fall off to me, and then Brock Bowers to me personally. But after that, there's a
Mhm.
fall off between the rest of those guys. So if there's an elite wide receiver there, I'll take him. If Joe Alt's there, I'll take him. But if not for the Titans, I'm trading down. And I think Rand Carthon seems like the type of dude to trade down for sure.
Okay. Okay. That
But
sounds man.
that's been our mock draft there. People, I hope you loved it. Tune into the League Sports Talk Show.
Yes. Tomorrow we'll be go. Okay. Hey, do you want to go this way? Or you want to go live?
Tomorrow we will go live tomorrow since we can go live during the draft and talk with people about what's going on during the draft. So
Right. Because then we want other people to come in. Yeah, I want some other people to chime in with us.
yes, so we'll do that tomorrow. So catch us there tomorrow, and we'll have a great live show for you. Thanks for tuning in to the League Sports Talk Show. I am BYL Chill
And
with
remember,
BC. This is my boy
and I
Southside.
am Southside Fed. And remember, we are your first responders for sports.
Peace.